everyone, my name is Ingrid Paris-Hicklin. I'm the host and producer of Ingrid's World, and I'm so glad you've chosen to watch the show, because in this show, you'll get to meet the additional correspondents on Ingrid's World. Meet Taylor, Walden, Jalen Jenkins, and Jacob Jenkins. They will discuss their tour of the White House and where they see themselves as future leaders. Then you'll have an opportunity to meet Dale Bradshaw, Executive Director of Miss Greater Prince William County. He has brought with him Ella Strickland, who will discuss the who, what, and whys of the pageant process. So stay right there and let's meet our first guest, Taylor, Jacob, and Jalen. All right, so you went to the White House, huh, guys?
Yeah. Yes.
Tour of the White House. So, is that White House really as large as it seems?
Yes.
No, I think it's bigger because there's a whole other wing that we don't see on cameras.
Wow. What about from your perspective, Taylor?
Yes, I think it's really big. It feels like the size of a mansion, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
And what did you think about it, Jacob?
I think it's bigger because they don't show all the other rooms.
Ah, they don't show all the other rooms. What was your favorite room?
My favorite room is the ballroom because I like dancing, and that's where I could host a lot of my parties.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so what was your favorite room?
The picture room with all the pictures of the past presidents.
The past presidents. Which one? There's a picture of you actually standing, I think you were looking at Kennedy, John F. Kennedy. You saw that picture?
Yes.
Portrait? Wonderful. So you like that? That was your favorite room?
Yes.
And Jacob, what was your favorite room?
The movie room because I like watching movies.
Oh, you like the movie room. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Can you imagine having a separate room like that? My goodness. Okay, so then I want to know, did you see the president?
No, the only place I've seen the president is on TV in his presidential helicopter.
And okay, Taylor?
No, I did not see the president at the White House.
You didn't see okay, all right, that makes sense. And Jacob?
No, I didn't see him.
Okay, all right, maybe next time.
Maybe.
Maybe. So if you were a tour guide at the White House and you were giving tours, what would you say on your tour?
I tell all the kids to touch nothing because everything here is expensive and antiques are hard to replace.
Love it. What would you tell them?
I'll tell them that if they work hard, then they may be able to live in the White House one day.
Okay. And what would you tell them on your tour?
The same as Jalen.
You say the same as what Jalen said? Really? Okay. So don't touch anything.
Touch anything.
Wise man. Okay. So would you like to live at the White House? What about you, Jalen?
Yeah, I would, because
Why?
it's kind of cool to live in one of the most famous buildings in America, built by African Americans, freed and enslaved.
By slaves.
It's cool. And then basketball courts, swimming pool, all the other rooms. It's pretty cool.
What a perspective you have. That's fantastic. Taylor, would you like to live in the White House?
Yes, I would. The White House is really big, and as Jalen said, it has a lot of rooms that are fun to be in.
Wow. And Jacob, what about you?
Yes, because I can do all the fun activities that they have.
Yeah, okay. So would you do a lot of those fun activities? Seems like they have quite a bit going on. Yeah. So that would be a very interesting thing. What was the most exciting part about your trip?
Most exciting part is seeing the new decorations they put up after every year. Because I've been going since I was 2 years old.
Okay.
It's kind of cool.
That was pretty cool, huh? Oh my goodness. So they have like the different decorations. You were there during Christmas time, and so they had a lot of different decorations.
A lot of trees.
Wow. There was a lot of trees, not just one.
Many trees. Many trees.
Many Christmas trees. Wow. I tell you. And what about you? What was most exciting about the trip for you, Taylor?
The fact that I was going to the White House, because not a lot of kids get the opportunity.
Oh, what a wonderful way to look at that. Not a lot of kids get an opportunity. Yeah. Do a lot of people in your class get to go to the White House?
No.
Wow, I hadn't thought about it that way. What a great, kudos to mom, your grandmother and everybody making it possible for you to come to the White House. So what was most exciting for you, Jacob?
Seeing all the different rooms and all the other items.
Yeah.
Because I've never went actually 8 because all the others I was 2 and I was just a regular baby and I don't know what I was doing.
You were just a regular baby. Yeah, I love it. And you know what? And that's really, so exciting that, you could see that. Do you think you're always going to remember being at the White House? Yeah, I think so too. You have lots of pictures. And now you're going to have this show. And say, oh, my daddy, I really did go to the White House. So you'll be in college and you'll be showing things. And say, yep, look it on YouTube. I really was there. So our next question is, why should children visit the White House?
They should visit to see like the history and past presidents, the antiques and different pictures, past like John F. Kennedy, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, different stuff that they experienced while they were there.
Yes, exactly. And why should they visit, Taylor?
Basically the same thing as Jalen said, so you can learn about their past presidents, see what they look like, and learn about their history.
Right, exactly. And Jacob, why would you want, why do you think other children should come to the White House?
Be inspired and become a president.
Oh, I love it. And become president. All right, different perspective. I love it. Very, very good. Now, my next question is, would you like to be president one day?
No, it's way too much responsibility. It's a lot of unnecessary stress, and I wouldn't want to tear the country apart with biased decisions.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I would like to pursue my career of sports commentating.
Sports commentating. Wonderful. I see you as that. I see you also as president, though. I do. I'm looking at these leaders here. All right. Taylor, do you see yourself as president?
No. There's like too many meetings, like going all around the world, like so much stress, as he said, and a lot of paperwork. I'd rather be a basketball player.
You'd rather be a basketball player?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because people always say I'm really tall.
Uh-huh.
My
You're
age.
pretty tall. Oh, yeah. You're getting, definitely. I can't convince you about also thinking about politics. Maybe another trip to the White House. We might get you convinced. Well, what about Jacob?
I would like to be a president because I can stop laws of random people being shot.
Okay. All right. So you would like to be president. All right, now I love that, okay? And tell us again, why would you want to be president?
Because innocent people are always getting shot.
So you think as president you would have that opportunity to what would you do as president?
Change laws.
Change laws. Oh, wow. Wonderful. Very important. So, we talked about visiting there. Of all the portraits that you said, what is your favorite portrait?
It's a tough one. They're all like amazingly drawn. It's like pretty cool to watch, to look at.
Yeah. You know what? So when you saw a portrait, do you see them in books in school, in history books? Have you seen them in any of your books, the portraits?
I've seen them, but not the ones in the White House. There's like different ones.
Those are different ones. Okay. So no portrait was like better than the other.
The ones in the White House are definitely better.
The ones in the White House are better. And of all, when you saw, I think there's a picture of you with Abraham Lincoln's portrait. There's a portrait of you with George Washington. And there's another portrait with you looking at John F. Kennedy. So of all those three, which is the favorite one?
George Washington, because since he was the first president, he kind of started off shaping our country.
Powerful, very powerful. And what about yours?
My favorite portrait was about Abraham Lincoln because you think about it, Abraham Lincoln worked his best to end slavery back then.
Wow.
He was against slavery, and that's why I like him the most.
I mean, you all are pretty young to realize all of this. This is like amazing. Wow. Okay. And Jacob, what's your favorite portrait?
I like George Washington and Abraham Lincoln because they tried to stop slavery.
Wow. Wonderful, wonderful. You know, and I think that that's really so impactful. So, so I would say that you visited there, or you're going to go back to the White House again. Would you like to go back again?
Yeah, I want to see different things again.
So you're interested in going back? Okay. What about you, Taylor?
Yes, I would, because like you said, there might be new things there. When we go back again, I can see them all.
Right. And Jacob?
Yes, because I can see all the different things that I didn't see last time.
Wow, wow. So did it change? So when you went to the White House, was it really easy? Do you just kind of like say just walk in and like you're there?
No, there's a long line of process.
There's
There's a lot of security too.
Oh, there's a lot of security. Oh, so you just don't,
Nope.
hit the doorbell and say I'm here. No. What's the process like?
So you have to like get checking out first, get like tickets and show like security your IDs and everything. Then you walk through and there's like lines for everything.
Wow, wow. What was your perspective? Was it easy for you, or?
No, the line was very long, and they had so much security, like metal detectors and a lot of security. Like they didn't want anyone to break in.
Yeah, and that makes sense. The President of the United States, the most powerful man, or woman, but in this case, powerful man in the White House. And yeah, it really is. And was it difficult for you, Jacob, to getting into the White House?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it worth it?
Yes.
It was. Okay. And you're going to go back, right? Oh, all right. So, so for those viewers that are out there saying, golly, I really want to go to the White House, what should they look for next time? What would you, encourage people to look at?
First, they should get their tickets earlier. So
Get
there's no
tickets
hassle.
early and make sure that, so they got to talk to their congressman, to get their tickets or their representative. And so Taylor, you went to the White House, and I'm sure you've been to other events. Are you going to encourage your friends to visit? Did you tell your friends that you went to the White House?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. What did they say?
They were jealous.
You had people were jealous, really? Oh my gosh! Oh, what's going to happen when you tell them you're on the television show?
I don't know.
It'll be different. And did you tell your friend Jacob that you were on the television? That you went to the White House?
No.
Stop there. You didn't? Okay. Are you going to tell them later on?
I told him about the show, but I probably will tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right, that's real cool. That's real cool. Well, you all were wonderful to be on Ingrid's World. It was pretty exciting, to hear your perspective. I love the fact that you know what the history of the White House, who built the White House. I love the fact that you talked about slaves and enslaved people, who had a part of building that White House. And I'm glad that I have, at least one future president here, Jacob Jenkins. All right. Pleasure having you on the show, Jalen. Good, strong handshake. That's president handshake. just want to tell you that. Taylor, very strong, firm handshake. And also, Jacob, strong handshake. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we'll be speaking with Dale Bradshaw and Ella Strickland from Miss Greater Prince William. Well, welcome to the show, Dale Bradshaw and Ella Strickland. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, you know what? I got so excited that I got your email, and then we started chatting about it, and had the privilege of being at the pageant. That was amazing. So I want to first start with your career, because that was pretty amazing when I was looking at it.
So I have really been blessed and fortunate, I guess, early on to find my passion in life. And my passion in life is really working with young people in the areas of image and communication. So from being involved in the field of broadcast journalism, getting a degree as licensed clinical social worker, but then coming into this area and really getting grounded in empowering young people with that message of hope and being able to use their talents, their God-given talents, in a healthy way, but also get great monies for scholarships for education. So, and that's what we're all about, and that's the trifold cord that I so celebrate every day.
So, Greater Prince William County.
Yes,
teen. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
How did you first find out about it?
Well, I've been competing in the teen program for Miss Virginia for only 2 years now, and I started out with the Northern Virginia program, and then Dale kind of scouted me at Apple Blossom, and he said, "Come to my pageant, come win mine," and I did, and it's been a wonderful experience so far.
What is the history of the pageant?
So the history of our pageant, the Miss Virginia pageant and the Miss America organization has been around for 75 years. Actually, the Miss America organization in 2 years will be celebrating their 100th anniversary. So I've been involved at first with the Miss Maryland organization as president, and then when I moved to Virginia, I took over the role of being an executive director because I wanted to be more hands-on. Thus, we developed the program. I was running the Miss Greater Springfield teen program, but I wanted to give teens and Miss and younger women the opportunity for scholarships and also to showcase their talents. So we took it from the ground level and developed it, and now the Miss Greater Prince William County is celebrating its 5th anniversary.
5th anniversary. Oh my goodness. So it's wonderful, and I love what you're talking about, the scholarship opportunity.
That's very important to the young girls like us, and especially the college students, because competing in pageants and also working through school and maybe a part-time job is very difficult, and financially it's very difficult. So it's very important to those who are especially in college and competing for Miss Virginia.
Wow.
At the state level, Miss Virginia is offering $350,000 in scholarships.
$350,000.
At our local level, we award not just cash scholarships, but we offer 2 full tuition scholarships to Liberty University to our Miss contestants, full paid college scholarships, and then we also, all of our teens qualify for a 2-year renewable scholarship to Hollins University. So we're very fortunate to have 2 colleges that actually give tuition for our young people that compete. Can you believe that by coming to an event like this, being on stage and doing something that you love or that your community involved, you can have your child's education totally paid for? It's quite amazing. Our Miss Virginia this year was top 10 at Miss America. She has walked away debt. When she gives up her crown, she will be debt-free from all of hers.
She's debt-free.
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 Oh my word.
That's why it's such a goal for us. It's not only about being beautiful and being talented and well-spoken, it's, you know, we're getting to where we want to go through this organization.
Right. Oh my goodness. You know, so tell me about, because it sounds like this is an organization that really relies on members and volunteers. So what's that about?
We're very, very active grassroots in the community. We depend on the support, financial and volunteer support from community members. All of our young women are very active with a community platform of interest, and I'm sure Ella will be able to share with you hers. But we have some amazing sponsors that we've come across. We have the Geico Insurance. We have different local businesses that have stepped up to us, people that give flowers, that give monies, that give the scholarship tuitions. We have people that give anonymous monies, and that's why we've been able to grow ours. Our goal, my goal for our local, is to be at a $4.5 million scholarships with our in-kind monies and with our colleges. So we have some colleges that are already stepping up, but we're continually looking for people in the community to say, hey, I believe in the power of education, I believe in what you're doing. Let me be a partner of hope with you in this endeavor.
Oh, I love it. Partner of hope. I love it. Now, tell us, about your platform.
So my platform is Type 1 Diabetes Awareness and Support. About 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with Type 1 diabetes, and it's life-changing for my family and for myself. And when it came time for me to think about, what do I want to do with my life for a platform for the pageants I started competing in. And I thought, what a better subject and thing to work on than type 1 diabetes. And I've been working closely with JDRF, which is the Juvenile Diabetes Research Fund, and I'm one of the youth ambassadors.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's powerful.
It's very fun and influential, and it's changing our community because there's a negative connotation on the word diabetes.
Yes, it is.
And it changes a lot about the human body, but it doesn't change who I am as a person. So that's what I've been trying to spread throughout the community.
Oh my goodness. So, what's the step in terms of getting involved in the process in the greater Miss Prince William County?
So the steps are, first of all, you want to make sure that this is something that you want to commit to because it's a very competitive environment. But a lot of our young people are in competitive things in the sports arena, in dance, in cheer. So this is about putting yourself in a position where you are prepared to talk, to be interviewed, to ask questions about your life, your journey, what you're committed to showcase your talents on stage, whatever they are, to be able to express yourself in lifestyle and fitness and health, and then also to be able to express your beauty. It's all a component. Pageants have had so much a negative connotation. It's just walking across the stage in a gown and then the person who looks the best is going to win the crown. And that's not what it's all about. It's all about a well-rounded individual, and that's what this system really teaches.
This isn't toddlers and tiaras. This is some life-changing stuff, really.
I'm glad you brought that out because I think a person could think that, but I would tell you that I had the opportunity of attending the pageant and I was blown away because what came across were really young ladies who really knew what they were doing. They were very focused, articulate, talented. My goodness.
Well, we're certainly hoping to keep you very involved because I can see you as one of our judges looking at these young women because you're such a role model in all the things that you do.
You're kind. Well, it really was fascinating. It really was fascinating to see that. So you have this that you want to help the community. So you, first of all, a young person is a parent. That's, I guess, it starts there. I'm saying, I said, oh goodness, I would like my child to be involved in that. Step one, I'm talking with the child. What's step two?
So step two is you would go and look at our local, we have a Facebook page, or you would email Miss GPWC, Miss Greater Prince William County at gmail.com. And we actually have an information package that we get out to you. We do an info seminar for our new people coming in. We also let our people come and get exposure through doing fashion shows, etc., before they actually come on stage. We like our families to feel that it's a family endeavor. Our volunteer board has over 120 years experience, and they're there to serve these young women to prepare them for the diamonds that they already are.
Oh, the diamonds that they already are.
I can say that every girl that I competed with knew what they were doing. They were so passionate about what they believed in and their platform, and so getting to compete with them was just amazing, and it's definitely changed my whole outlook on the pageant world, because I would definitely not be doing pageants if it wasn't about scholarship, style, success, and service.
Oh,
and she's an amazing vocalist too, and she sings in a foreign language. So we're going to get a chance to see some of that at Miss Virginia's Outstanding Teen this year.
My word!
I'm very excited. I've been working very hard on my talent.
And what a wonderful thing! What a celebration of our young people and what they can accomplish, and the support of the program. You mentioned about your dreams of the organization and how we can get more information. What is one of the things that you would like people to remember about this pageant program?
I would like for them to remember that this is a journey. It's not a one-night event, it's a journey, and it's a life-changing journey where your daughter might not win the crown, but she has life skills that enable her to go on and become a lawyer, a doctor, a minister. And so this is about putting life skills in the hands of young women. We have young women that win the crown and go on and do successful things, and we have women that don't win that go on and be equally successful. So I want people to remember that the crown is just the symbol of the life skills that you get during the journey. Wouldn't you agree, Ella?
I would, because had I not started pageants, if I were to go into an interview like this or a job interview, I would probably be so nervous and
so poised.
I wouldn't even know what to say when they would ask me a question, and now I know how to answer people and how to speak to people properly.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and you're very poised, and that doesn't just come easily.
It doesn't. It took a lot of training.
Yeah.
It did. I talk to my family members different and my friends, but it feels nice to know that I do have these skills, and when I do go into a job interview or any other interview like the Miss Virginia one, I feel confident that I'll do my best.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Represent us well.
I will.
Well, so the takeaway is, you have to be committed, and you really are telling us exactly the truth with this, is because I have many years ago I went to a pageant, and the young lady, the child who was participating, now she's a physician, a leading physician, in Delaware,
Exactly.
a leading physician. I mean,
It really does give you
cover a
life.
magazine, and I can remember as a little girl going to the pageant with her. So
Well, you might remember that one of the ways that you were referred to us is from a good friend of ours whose daughter gave up our pageant last year, and she's now a graduate of UVA and her first year teaching high schoolers at McLean High School.
that's right.
It's an amazing testimony to what the product is and the beauty of being committed to the product
That's how
and to
I
the journey.
came to you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Hearing about all of these success stories makes me hopeful and excited about my future, and that's why I love doing these pageants.
Oh my goodness. So, Ella, how many pageants have you participated in?
Let's see, I've participated in, well, Miss Virginia will probably be my fifth. Fifth.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is it kind of, let's say, is it a family affair getting everything together?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Family affair with the board and with my actual immediate family. We're all rushing around to get last minute alterations done and work on talent, but I have not felt any stress throughout this. I've felt at ease and ready.
That's
because
when
of
you know
Dale.
it's right.
Right,
when
and we make
when
their
you
year
hear
kind of
that.
like a boot camp where we want
That's
to
right.
develop their talents. We want to make sure they're wearing the right things, they can speak properly. So for us, it's like a boot camp with them, and then we get to see our pageant daughters on stage competing all
You're
together.
our pageant dad.
Yeah.
Well, a pleasure having both of you here on the show.
Thank you for
Whatever I
having
can do
us.
for the organization, Dale, do
Thank
not
you
hesitate
so
to
much.
reach me.
Thank you.
It's been a
Continued
pleasure.
success.
Pleasure,
you.
pleasure.
I would like to thank our wonderful guests, Taylor, Jalen, Jacob, Dale, and Ella, for being marvelous guests. And our quote this time is from George Bernard Shaw. Life isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. Thank you for watching Ingrid's World, and don't forget to friend us on Facebook and follow Ingrid's World VA on Twitter and Instagram. And hey, if you missed an episode, you know what to do. Watch us on YouTube. Thanks for watching.